Hey, in this video we're going to show you how to change a spark plug in a small lawnmower engine or other power equipment engine. They're all pretty similar. As you can see on this one, first thing you got to do is find out the engine. Look at the information, go online, go on Google, go to your auto parts store, Walmart, Home Depot, wherever you need to go. Find out which spark plug fits in your engine, because most likely if you don't have tools you're not going to be able to find out. Now this is a spark plug boot. We'll have to pull it off to check the spark plug, and see, I just pulled it off, moved it out of the way, and as you can see it's nearly impossible to tell exactly what spark plug you have in there. That is the spark plug, but I was able to find out by going online, and I found out that this is actually the replacement right here for the one that's in there. It's not an original equipment to Kohler. I think this is a Kohler engine, but it is an equivalent and it should work. I found it at Walmart for like $2. Now in order to take the spark plug out, you're going to have a spark plug wrench. So I opened up the spark plug in the Walmart before I bought it, and I went to their tool section and found this. As you can see, the spark plug socket. And I realized by taking the plug out, I'll take it out and show you, that the front of this, let's see, put it in front of the camera so you can see it. This spark plug wrench will fit within here, and when it drops down in, it makes just the right fit. Actually, you have to push it down because it's got a little bit of a holder in there so it doesn't break the tip of the spark plug off. You have to kind of push it down into it. There, see, it fits just perfectly. So this should be able to remove the spark plug that we've got in there. Now unfortunately I don't have any tools with me, so of course I do need this spark plug socket. It's a 5/8 inch size, which is this size, and it's a 3/8 inch drive. If I can take this off. Okay, I took off that holder, and this is the drive size, 3/8 inch. So what I did was I found a tool set here for about less than $10, right around $10 at Walmart. And inside of this tool set is a ratchet that's 3/8 of an inch according to the description. So if I take this out, will this fit on it? Yes. It should. Yeah, it does. And I've also got an extension, which is also nice to have with a spark plug because its spark plug is kind of set in there. So first thing I'll do is I'll put the extension on. Then I will put the spark plug wrench on. There we go. Now we're all set. We just need to make sure it's going to loosen and not tighten. When things are loosening, they are going counterclockwise. So I just checked, and actually this is counterclockwise now. I can tell by, let's see, put the phone up here. I can tell, whoops, by if I grab the base of the spark plug wrench. It's hard to do while I'm recording this. And if I go clockwise, it'll click like this. If I go counterclockwise, see, it's going to be putting torque on it. So let's try it out right now. Let's gently, see, if you look inside here, there's actually an assembly in there, a rubber thing that will hold the tip of this so it won't break it off if you happen to not go in perfectly straight. We're going to go in, we're going to, the wheels are trying to move on this mower. Just make sure we block with my shoe here so it doesn't roll back. Get this attached without twisting it. It's not going quite on. It's a little bit. Let's try it again. Well, and guess what I figured out with this application? Unfortunately, the spark plug that's going in, the replacement plug, and I called Champion to check to make sure that this is the exact replacement plug for the model engine that I have, which is stamped on the back of the engine on this mower. That's the correct replacement plug, but this does not fit on it. You probably saw me struggling trying to get this on. It doesn't fit on. It actually requires not the 5/8 but the 3/4, the next one up, in order to take off the old plug. It's got a little bit different size, so hopefully, and I'm loosening it up, you see, and when I loosen it like that, and it's that loose, you can just kind of twist it off with your fingers. Let's take a look at this plug. Still got a little ways to go. So I had to go back to the store and buy another a second spark plug socket. There it is. It's the genuine Kohler plug. This is it must be a model specific, of course, because Champion doesn't even make one with the same size wrench to take it off. Let's compare that to the Champion plug. So it looks like it's supposed to fit in. The insides look the same, but the outside, as you can see, the Kohler plug is a little bit bigger in terms of the size of the wrench it takes to get it off. And of course, look at this. How dirty and foul this is. Now this mower wouldn't start. I don't know exactly. Whoops. I don't know the exact reason why it wouldn't start, but this is where you want to start. This is where you want to begin the process of determining that by changing out an old plug, which is obviously fouled. You can see that, with a new plug that is nice and clean. So if it's going to get a spark, it'll get one here with this new plug. And I usually like to tap it just a little bit, just to make sure that gap is closed. Usually what happens over time is this gap gets bigger. The gap between the two electrodes, you can see that gap there is where the spark forms. Trying to focus in on it, it's having a hard time. That gap gets bigger. Let's take a look, see if we can visually see. It's kind of hard to tell visually, but I think in almost all cases that gap gets bigger than it should be. And just that alone will cause it not to spark. With all this fouling, that's going to make it much harder for a spark to get across there too. So let's put the new plug back in. Not back in for the first time. Hopefully the threads will work. And the guys at Champion were right. I think they were. So I'm going to do it by hand until I'm sure everything's going in well. You don't want to cross thread this thing. If you cross thread it, oh, that's a big mistake. We don't want to do that. Get it as tight as we can with the finger. And come over here to the ratchet, switch it, reverse it so that it tightens going clockwise. Make sure it's on there. Oh, wait, forgot. This is the old spark plug wrench, which is too big for the new plug. We get the smaller one. Lucky us, we need two of them. When I push this, there we go. Okay, tightening it down. Just want to get it so it's snug. Just go in there, snug, and a little bit further, and that's it. Jiggle it to come up so it comes off, and then we got to put the spark plug. Oops, see how this goes. This goes right on top of the spark plug to connect the ignition. You see? And you'll hear it. You put it on there without it clicking into place. We should. There we go. Clicked into place. And that's it. We changed the spark plug.